The streets were made of music.
I am Usnavi, and you probably never heard my name. Reports of my fame are greatly exaggerated.
We do this feature, as you may know, called AVQ&A, where like different staffers. Yeah. So we had this idea that we were like, we should have Lin do one where he then like the other people that answer the question are people from In the Heights.
I thought you'd never ask.
So I'll, you're first for me today, and then I'll take your question and ask everybody else. What do you want to know from all your pals?
I want to know, when was the moment you were most tired during the filming of this movie, and how did you push through? Because there are so many musical numbers in this, and they're all so physical that like you hit a wall. You just hit a wall, and then you have to like climb over the wall and keep going. So that's my question to the cast.
Definitely towards the end. Towards the end of the shoot. Yeah, like shooting, we started to do Paciencia. We started to do Alabanza with La Claudia's death. That was really emotionally exhausting. Like I had one take where I came out of where I left set and went onto the block where we had our chairs, and I just started crying. I just got emotional because that moment was visceral for me. Like, my grandmother, I found her the same way when she passed away when I was 10 years old. The same way we find Usnavi finding his, Abuela Claudia on the bed, the same side of the bed, everything. And that day was exhausting for me, but how I pushed through is that specific day was just like the cast and the support, like from, my brother was on set that day too, like, and but I was tired physically towards the end, and the way I got through was really just the cast. It was the cast, and John and Lynn and everybody, Kiara, Maro, our producers, everybody was just so supportive, and we all lifted each other up, and I'm sure everybody was tired at some point, but we all just we really supported each other in a way that was really special, and really lended itself to us like pushing through on those days when we didn't feel like we had it.
Oh, I'd say we were all the most tired really before starting to shoot, in that pre-production, those 10 weeks of us learning all these numbers and like getting real dance training. Like, I think the preparation of it all was really where we really try to put our best foot forward, because we knew we had a lot to bite off, and man, it was hard. It was hard. We put our best into like all of our energy into learning these numbers and to getting these dance moves right.
I think when we were doing night shoots, like when we were shooting the Blackout and after the club, then we had a really long night shoot, and it was kind of hectic, and we were running late. And by the time that we got to the part of like the fight between Vanessa and Usnavi on the street after the club, it was like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And we were fighting against daylight because it was starting to like become day. And so I remember in that moment feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe we're about to start at 5 a.m. after the Seattle night. I think that was the one day that I remember feeling a little bit tired.
The most tired I was definitely shooting Paciencia y Fe, the song that my character Abuela Claudia has. It was 3 days of shooting in 3 different locations in the subway, like down 3 levels. The oxygen level was very thin. It was 100 degrees out. And with the prosthetics, the wig, and the makeup, I knew that, it was difficult, but I knew that I had to bring it, and I had to bring this number to match John Chu's visual magic, from the way I did it on the stage to now the movie. And I would just breathe a lot of water and just, meditation, visualization. And I just wanted this to be, the best that I had ever done the number ever.
The sequence called Carnival, which is towards the end of the film, was shot in one day. It was 96 degrees that day. It was so hot. It was very involved. Over 150 extras. We were shooting in Washington Heights, and the day before, I was shooting in another city, something else.
Of course he was.
Yeah. That day was a very long day, and the dance sequences had to be changed constantly because of camera movement. And thankfully, our core of choreographers were incredible, but Albert Torres Jr. and Princesa, which had done a lot of the Latin choreography in the film, really helped me get through it, and to see those little moments, because it was important for me not to just be doing this in the background.
Just like sidestepping, yeah.
Yeah, really made me, it was a hard day, but it was a day of joy because the dance corps was incredible because it was so diverse in terms of young, old, body types. It reflected the way the community, the look of that community. So everybody brought their A game, and it was very emotional because Lin was there on a fire escape, and I remember him looking down, and he was in tears because to see the seeds of this giant tree be realized, it was a wonderful moment.
Till the day we go from poverty to stock options.